Numbers are fascinating. So this weekend I took all the details on the previous primaries up to what is that May 17th, and tabulated them and drew some graphs. What I did was, I separated the different kinds of caucuses, different kind of primaries. The closed caucus, then the open caucus, then you have what we call simply primary, which is a secret ballot election where all the members come to, and then no, that also has closed and open. Closed means only the members of the party, and open means Republicans and Independents. They all come and vote in the Democratic election. So here is what we saw. So this is where you can find it at mypollingcenter.com. mypollingcenter.com. You go there and click on graphs. That is what I'm talking about now. So this is telling an amazing story. Okay, so let's skip to the graphs here. Now this graph, I graphed only Senator Sanders numbers. All these numbers are both of them add up to 100. Okay, these are percentages. So supposing he got 40% here, she got 60%. Okay, that's the way these numbers go. So this curve will be exactly the same for her, except that it is flipped over. Okay, so that taken care of. Now all these dots, they represent each election in the chronological order. Okay, and so they connect in this curve, and this straight line is the trend. If there is any story this election tells, or is it just two people, one not above the other. Okay, so it looks like in this one that we are looking at, the trend line is almost horizontal. Over down here it is like 58. Over here it is just under 60. So it is almost the same. Not even 2% difference there. So this is closed caucus. That is, the members come in, close the door, and they do their stuff, and then they count the votes and go. So there was nothing dramatic here. Both are kind of, the same. Sanders has a slight rise there, which is not even mentionable. Now, look at the open caucuses. There's a stark difference between that and this. I don't know how that can be. This is the same kind of, meeting. You have all the members come in, and of course they allow the non-members also to join. I don't know how they decide non-members. Anyway, it is not closed, which means closed is only those caucus representatives come, but when it is open, no others come in. How they are selected, I don't know how that is happening. But anyway, look at this. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elections, and look at the trend line starting at about, this is the trend is for Sanders. Okay, it is starting about 45 and ending like 86. So there's a huge rise, and the computer is saying the next one election that is going to be that it is expecting Sanders to get something like 85. Okay, so well, I mean, this is the computer. On the past, what is going to happen in the future might be different, and that whatever that happens in the future at this point of time, the trend line can have a different slope. Okay, so be aware of that. Computers can only talk about what happened before, and say if that is true, then this is what is going to happen in the future. So then now look at the primaries. Primaries are these secret ballot elections. You come vote and go home. So we have had how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 elections so far, and 1, 2, 3 coming up. Here, this one is here, another one here, another one there. Okay, so those it is ending with 14, right? Is it right? 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes. So up to 14. So New Mexico, South Dakota, and DC, Washington DC. Those are the elections coming up. So as you see, here is a quite a good trend for Sanders going up, and the computer is saying it's going to end up at least at 50, about 57, and over here about he started below 30. The trend was below 30, although his actual score was much lesser, like 25. So the trend line is telling about how people's preference is changing. So it has been changing towards Sanders and ends up here. Okay, so this is the closed primary, which means only the members of the party participate in that. Okay, so here is the open one. That is what we have in Texas. Or you walk in, and of course in Texas, in my area, there was there was a line. That line was only for Republicans. I asked, where is, everybody goes on this line? No, this is Republican. Then there was a woman who came to the door and said something, and what did she say? Oh, she said, Democrats, walk in there. So I wanted to vote on both sides, but she said, no, you can't do that. You can only vote on one side. So I went to the Democratic side and voted. Okay, so that is fun. Here is a Democratic primary. Anybody can go in and say, I want to vote on this side or that side. I don't know how the primary. I think it was the same for both parties. So you just go in and you say, I want to vote on this side. Okay, go ahead and vote. So now when we look at this, there is no difference between the behavior of the party members and the public. See, the trend line is about the same on both of these things. That means the public agrees with the membership of the Democratic Party regarding Sanders. They are all kind of moving towards Sanders. So on the closed primaries, how many are there? We have 3 coming up. 1, 2, 3, ending up close to 60, right? And in the public one, also ending up about the same place. So the public and the Democratic Party members kind of think the same way. Isn't that interesting? So this is what I found here. So see the amazing things that mathematics can do. I did this on a uh, spreadsheet. I don't know whether you can see the spreadsheet here. Uh, Pull it in here. This is where I did my work, and I thought of saving that spreadsheet and sending it around. Then I thought let me put it on the website. So now the other thing I wanted to tell you about is this vote meter, which is what I call vote meter, is where you can enter your own information and see how this election is moving. When you look at the vote meter, you see that Bernie Sanders needs 528 delegates to win the primary election, and Hillary Clinton needs only 254, which is less than half. The majority is 2026 in this contest. No network is talking about this 2026 number. They are all saying 2383. 2383 is the number that is relevant at the convention. At the convention, this 2026, now over the 2026 means half of 4051, 4051 delegates, okay? And on top of that 4051 delegates, 174, I think, are the congressmen and senators and governors and previous presidents and all that. They add up to 174. They are the ones who are called super delegates. They have not voted, but the networks are adding those votes to confuse us. Actually, the election is for either of these to obtain 2026. Whoever that gets there, he won the primary election. 2026 is the number that we are gunning for. So I have shown those numbers right here. So now here you can put your numbers, whatever that you want to. You can put 50-50, okay? You can put equal numbers on both sides, but let's say you can say 51-49, or you can even put 3 and 5. It doesn't matter. It will do the calculation and allocate the delegates. These are the delegates, okay? On this side you have the delegates. Here you put the percentage of votes. So this whole thing is that they are aiming at California. Why are they aiming at California? Look at this number, 475. 475 means 1% of vote means 4.75 delegates. About 5 delegates for each 1% going up or down. So this is what they are aiming at. Now New Jersey is also pretty strong that way. 1.25 delegate, which is 126, 1.26 delegates per percentage. So these two are very strong. So now since New Jersey is very close to New York, the party is very strong there. Don't know what shenanigans you will see over there, and they might show a win, and that is a modified primary. And modified primaries are means open primary. Here is what the trend is. The trend is showing something like 60% for Sanders at least. So if he can move this up, he can win. Although he has to win more than double what she needs. So you can play with this and see as the election progresses. You can put in the actual numbers here and see how it is moving. Okay, or if you are worker in any of these campaigns, you can do your what ifs here and do what you can. All right. Thank you very much. Bye.